Much for sharing more details and adding information. Now, viewers, on that note, let's also take a look at the other top developments that we are tracking from, in fact, the Pahalgam terrorist attack. It has been 8 days since the terror attack in Pahalgam, and as the nation mourns the 26 innocent lives that have been lost, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reiterated his vow that the victims are going to get justice. The Prime Minister has also stated that the terrorists will be served justice with the harshest punishment. Amidst this and the world standing in solidarity with India, Pakistan is buckling. Shehbaz Sharif is calling for a neutral probe, and the Lashkar-e-Toiba proxy, the TRF, has denied its role in the terror attack. Now, the Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar has gone on to say that they've got the TRF's name removed from the UNSC statement. Meanwhile, Pakistan remains in delusion, pointing fingers at the US, accusing the Indian government of a false flag operation. Their media is rife with lies, constantly peddling Asim Munir's propaganda. Let's take a look at what their news outlets are reporting and how exactly misinformation has been, in fact, been provided and shared by, in fact, the Pakistan news outlets. In fact, as you can see, the news outlets that show complete denial of what Pakistan has embroidered over the terrorist attack, and as can be seen in the news outlet which is one of the most popular in Pakistan, the Dawn has reported that credible intelligence shows that India intends military action against Pakistan in the next 24 to 36 hours, that the information minister of Pakistan has given out in a statement. And these are some of the examples where how misinformation, lies are being spread from the public, in fact, press department of the Pakistan, while also saying that these are some of the articles which give an idea of how exactly Pakistan is saying that they are prepared for anything and to face anything that India might be ready to target it with. Now, while these stories are given, in fact, the front page space, let's also take a look at what exactly the other stories in other publications do look like. Well, all right, viewers. Now, the another one that we have on our screens is the ARY News, where the first headline says that India is planning military action against Pakistan, which is very much the same as that of the Dawn, and also, in fact, giving out the statements quoting to Ata Tarar, who is the Minister of Information and Broadcasting, has said that Pakistan to respond any Indian misadventure with full force, while PM tells the UN chief. Being in a state that they are combative to the Indian retaliation is what Pakistan is living in their head, and that is what the coverage of these articles look like. While we move ahead in just another second, also giving the idea of how the other outlets are doing the first page coverage of what they have undertaken and clearly stating of the articles of the incident that happened on 22nd April. Now, the GOTV says that India planning military action against Pakistan within 36 hours, while also, in fact, clearly claiming that Pakistan reiterates resolve to defend sovereignty, territorial integrity of the country at all cost. This is what the statements of the information minister looks like in Pakistan. While Pakistan today says that Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has hailed 700 million FDI, saying Pakistan not waiting for future but shaping it. In fact, this is what the latest of the statements and the major coverage by the large outlets of the media by Pakistan look like. The nation of Pakistan says that now Pakistan mulls legal action against India over the suspension of Indus Water Treaty, while the Indus Water Treaty was suspended as one of the punitive initial major actions by India, reiterating within 2 days to what Pakistan has foiled on the soil of Pahalgam. Pakistan's media outlet in fact say that India is going to be facing a legal action from Pakistan, which exactly is why their claims and their statements cannot be trusted, and these are some of the media outlets that are most viewed, most read. But apart from that, there have been several social media handles back home operating from the Pakistani soils, which have been banned by the Indian government as well, remember viewers. Now let's also take in fact a look at the Dunya website, which says that on Tarar's picture that India intends to launch a military action against Pakistan, Tarar has said, while also taking sympathy with articles like that India denies treatment to Pakistani heart patients amid tensions. While India took a very strong decision, also not issuing the visas as valid for the Pakistani nationals as to what they have planned and conducted on 22nd of April. India planning attack on Pakistan in next 38 hours, most approximately with every news outlet in fact saying and reading the same headline, with the first page story being considered as this one. While Pakistani Observer says that credible reports, intelligence report shows that India is planning, which is again the same news, while the top news continues to be this in major outlets across the media publications of Pakistan. Now, Daily Pakistan says that the DG of ISPR unveils solid proof of India's involvement in terrorism, only accusing that India is behind this terrorist activity, while credibly now quoting their own officials. While there has been a spree of resignation from the Pakistani military post under the leadership of Munirs in Pakistan, while in fact they are not in a state of managing their own operations. Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, is joining me live on the broadcast. Aditya, what we are showing here on our screens to our viewers is giving a detailed account of how the global in fact condemnation for Pakistan gets unnoticed by their top daily media publication, and it continues to defend its action and also mull the allegation against India for foiling in fact these terrorist activities. But not only this, by also saying that India is behind these terrorist activities that took place on 22nd of April. What are you picking up? All right, Major Muhammad Ali Shah is what I'm being told is joining me live on the broadcast. Mr. Shah, now what we are showing on our screens clearly is indicative of the fact that how biased, misinformed and misleading is the Pakistani media outlet looks like, as now what is being shared by their stand is completely misleading of the facts of the incident that has happened, only perpetrating misinformation further. As we see, they are in fact in a state of panic quite clearly, as most of the top commanders of the Pakistan army and the military leadership are on a spree to vacate their post. How do you react to these statements that are filled in the Pakistani papers and daily, now accusing India for these terrorist actions?
Right, Simran, you know, Pakistan government's Twitter account was taken off by Twitter, by Elon Musk. Why? Because they were spreading lies, propaganda. So these people have no other weapon with them. They believe in lies, spreading fake news, spreading propaganda. They are terrified, they are petrified, they are so scared that India might attack them any moment from now. That is why they are rushing and they are trying to get their families out of the country, because as our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi said, इनकी बची कुची जमीन पर भी हम मिट्टी में मिला देंगे इनको. So they are scared because, you know, already there was a military action. Whether it was right or wrong, that's a different thing. Israel had attacked Gaza and they had killed several civilians in Gaza. civilians. That it should not be done. One should not attack civilians. That's a different thing. But the very fact of the entire Gaza Strip by Israel, because they was a terrorist attack on them. The Pakistanis are fearing in any attack, in any strike, the element of surprise is very, very important. They don't know what's going to hit them from where. They might be anticipating an attack from here. They might get struck from here. Never know. How? We have already struck them down diplomatically by cancelling their visa, throwing their diplomats out of the country. We have already struck them hard economically. The water bomb, I would call it, the master stroke. They say, let's do a legal action. They cannot do anything. Let them go ahead. Go ahead. They cannot do anything. What legal action? They'll go to the International Court of Justice. What will they go and what will they do? How long will it take? By that time, half of Pakistan will already be choked. And what will...
Well, all right, Major Mohammad Ali Shah. In fact, due to time constraints, I'll have to, in fact, interrupt you. And now, moving forward, Cabinet press briefing at 3 p.m.